the beginning of atonement. The ritual. 2 planets. 2 planets, swirling as if entwined in a dance, belonged to each other. Life thrived on both of them. The species that held sway over this world was similar to us, humans. He, the creator of all, called this duet into existence in a manner different from any worlds created before. The entirety, the planets, the nature, the living creatures, were created one after another, yet the whole was set in motion at a single moment. It looked as if a finger had touched the void, filling it with a new world. Suddenly the image began to move full of action. Everything and everyone began to interact with each other. Beings similar to us received as a gift the technology to travel between the sister planets, which were like extensions of themselves. They looked like twins. The planet's surroundings were invisible. The kind of external light we know was absent there. The sun was something unknown there. And yet they had their own daily rhythm, though longer than ours. Day and night emerged from within the planets. The flora was the conduit. Trees, grasses, flowers emitted a warm, light blue glow. It was like a slow heartbeat, always at the same tempo. They would ignite and extinguish. Day and night lasted equally long. The onset of these changes was marked by a sudden burst of light, lasting a fraction of a second. This constant cycle was immensely beneficial to them. The absence of changes in day and night length allowed everyone to perfectly adapt their life needs. Organisms were healthy and utilized their energy evenly as a result. The people there were very tall, almost translucent. A blue hue shone through their bodies as if they were ghosts. They had no digestive or respiratory systems. Both were unnecessary. The air so essential to us for breathing did not exist there. All inhabitants of both planets could communicate with each other without making a sound. Every species living there, though differing in appearance just like on Earth, was a friend to the other. There were no predators because no one nourished themselves in a way known to us. Plants gave their life-giving energy to all organisms through their light. During the day they drew from it. At night everything came to a halt until the next awakening by light. All fauna of this world would freeze in place. They didn't go to sleep in houses. They fell asleep in the position and place where night found them. This meant that immobility prevented energy loss. This behavior was their innate trait, which strictly tied them to the parameters assigned to all modal species. 2 Earths. Let's imagine 2 islands. That was precisely the arrangement of these planets. They existed side by side, on the same level. Someone standing on the shore of one could gaze upon the other. The journey between them lasted exactly half a day. It was made possible by a spring flowing from a mountain, turning into a small river along its course. It flowed to the edge of the disk, then continued its run between the 2 disks. It looked as if the river flowed through a vacuum. It connected both planets, only to later encounter a drop on its path, where it fell, resembling a waterfall there. To transport themselves they used completely flat surfaces, similar to our rafts. They had no visible steering point. They would set sail and return always along the same path, to the same place. There were 2 kinds of these so-called ships. One transported only living beings. The other was a carrier for transmitting orbs of light. One planet, or rather disk, had a tall mountain at its center, giving the signal for day and night. The second disk had a small funnel at its center, descending deep. The first disk shone with its own light, while the second had to be powered by the sister island. The light orbs provided light for the subterranean realm, creating a perpetually present day. One world shone from below, the other from above. It was as if a complement, creating an inseparable bond between them.